Welcome, ladies and just bros and sis gang. You already know the vibes. I am your gonna become a host GQ, aka Cute, depending how you know the kid. With me, I got some cool people, man. Some cool people that I call my friends. You already know I got the twins with me. I got the Gallus twins with me. I got Deja. I got Bree with me. You heard? I got my girl home Slice. I got Tina with me, aka T-Time. And I got my guy, Brooklyn's finest, they say. Z-Spitter, aka Zach. Feel me? They say that boy be spitting. So
they do.
Yeah, show me. You got that name. But appreciate everybody been watching. Appreciate everybody been tuning in. You already know we on all the socials, on all Spotify, Apple, YouTube. You already know.
Tickety top.
We definitely on the tickety top. On the tickety top. Yes. Real quick, if you are a first listener, first viewer to the Financing Podcast, welcome. Appreciate you. If you want just a quick, just to let you know what we talk about. This is Finding Answers. Yes, but we do not have all the answers. This is Finding Answers is subjective. Feel me? To your own life, to what you do. Man, if you can relate to us, if you can, if you can, connect with us, appreciate y'all, man. So, for that being said, what's good, my guys? How you feeling? What's up?
What's good, gang?
Good. Everybody well?
Everybody well.
Very well.
Very well, yes.
Good. Okay. How was your week been?
Up and down.
Up and down. Yeah.
But that's life.
Yeah. Oh, man, life be lifing.
All the time.
I've been hearing that a lot lately. Life be life.
That's a fact.
Like, for real.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm feeling it more now than ever.
Yeah.
Like,
yo, dead ass. Like, I turned 28 and this shit just
it's just like it's not, like it's just we're 28, bro. Like.
It's been a tough month though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
everybody I talked to, I was buying bud earlier before I got here. Homeboy at the smoke shop was like, yo, this is a tough week. Right. I'm like, yo, word, bro. I don't know.
It's a retrograde. It's
something,
like a retrograde
with the stars or something,
right,
bro. That shit need to get it together.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Even when catching up with people, they be like, yeah, I've been going through some shit. And they say, I just be like, no, but it's like I don't know. It's weird. It's like,
circle. But at the same time, like it's kind of good because I feel like not to say that it's good, but it's just like you're not the only one.
Yeah, at least you're not alone.
We all going through
something.
But we hanging in there. That's all that matters.
No, for real.
Yeah, keep your head up, smile on your face.
That's why we come here and we pod.
Yes, that's what we do, man.
Our
come
little
to vent
space.
Yes, this is a safe space.
Right. Decompress from the week and just vibe.
Gotta laugh because life will fuck you up regardless.
Gotta laugh, man. Gotta laugh. It's important. Shit. Yes. How you feeling, bro?
It's a lot, man. I mean, it's the fourth quarter, so like the end of the year is always it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I work in film. We was on strike. Now we off strike.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I thought that would mean less stress. Nah, this shit is crazy getting back to work. So
shit is crazy. Yeah. I forgot about that writer's strike.
We here.
Just ended. Yeah, man. We here. We're gonna keep pushing through. Yeah. What's up? How you feeling?
All right.
Good.
Not gonna lie, y'all. This is probably the first time since I started Cupcakes After Dark that I do not have a session in a month.
Oh, wow.
And my next one is not till December. So, highs and lows, ups and downs. So I'm just taking it, one day at a time. It's different. Yeah. Yeah. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't be too discouraged. Might be for a little bit, for only a couple of minutes. It's okay because you're human. You got to have feelings. But I just get back to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Gotta keep grinding. You really know. Me? Oh yeah, I'm good.
He said, "Oh me." Like thanks for asking, but
appreciate
I love that. How are you, Quinn? How's life?
Life is life, and a lot of ups and downs, but this is definitely a space I come to. Like I'm happy where I can just come in, be with you guys and just vent out the week and just talk about all our what we go through and just can relate as a
unit.
As a unit, we could talk about our traumas together.
Do we though? Do we talk about our traumas?
No,
have we gotten that deep? I don't think so.
Okay, not traumas.
So don't let him. Don't let him fool y'all. I don't think we've gotten to traumas. We could though.
We really could. We could talk about it.
But I don't know. I don't think guys really open up about traumas like that.
Yeah, we're not there. Not yet. We not that deep. Do I cry?
Of course he cried.
When was your last cry?
Last cry.
Sorry.
Probably like.
See, they laughing at us already.
Right.
No.
Never mind. Get to the topics, bro.
Don't do that. They look at each other.
The reason why we laughed was because my last cry.
When last time you cried, you whole ass.
You're not listening.
Excuse me. The reason why we're laughing is because, for one, I thought we was about to all go around the room and talk about our last cry. Like,
I'm with
my last cry was a couple hours ago, if I'm being honest.
Oh, right?
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
Nah, that's lit.
Gotta let that out.
Yeah,
Can't have that negative energy in. You gotta spurt that out, man.
I feel like it's really good to like feel your feelings. I feel like we always try to be so strong all the time, or like just feel your feelings. I don't care if I cry like 10 times that day or one time when I get home and I just feel like I want to like let it out. And even if I think somebody might be like, not agree, I'm just like, I'm in my space and I just feel good to like just.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? She be trying to hold that shit in. I'd be like, Bub, what's wrong? She'd be like, nothing, I'm fine. What's wrong? I'm fine.
Once a week.
And then she'd be like,
like, no, because like I really be in my own space. Like, if, like I'm like it's me. Like, let me cry it out. Like, whatever is going through. But she's always there. And don't get me wrong. Like, it's different. Like, it's so great that I have somebody that's just like there. Because like I feel like now we're more accepting, or like we're more. How do I say it? Just more understanding of like life, just not being rough at times. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before, people would look at you and they'd be like, "What you crying for?" Like, but see, I don't get that energy from Bree. Of course, like that's my sister. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I just be having my moments. And you just kind of have to, like, that's how I get what I got to get out. Yeah. Sometimes, like,
you would just say it makes you feel better.
I feel good after, like.
Yeah, crying. Well, that's a good little release right there. That sleep after.
I tell you, I wish I could go to sleep, but like I'm still working. So,
do you guys feel like, at this grown age, like, do you guys feel like that you guys are more emotional, like, as you've gotten older, like?
More in tune with your feelings, feeling more vulnerable.
I say I'm more aware.
More aware of your emotions?
Of your emotions?
Yeah, my emotions.
That's really good.
Like I didn't know anxiety was really a thing until like high school. Like I didn't I would feel something, but I'm like, I don't know this shit. I'm good. Like I don't know what this is. Like, but now like I understand what anxiety really means. It's just like, how and realizing how much I've had it, and even looking back. When I was in high school, I was in college, when I would just like ignore it, like I'm fine, like it's just like a moment, whatever. But now I'm more aware. Okay, this is like I'm having anxiety. I'm having anxiety right now. This shit is like it's getting to me. So I totally I get that.
I don't know.
More aware for sure.
I don't know if I'm just more sensitive. Like, I kid you not, we went to go see a movie.
Oh my God,
we went to go see a movie like. When was it? Like last week or something?
It was like a coming attraction. It wasn't even the movie.
It wasn't even the movie. It was a coming attraction for a movie.
Coming out.
Like the trailers. They play the trailers in the beginning. And when I tell you, just the trailer alone made me start bawling.
She was like, I'm gonna cry. And I looked at her and I was just like,
I was literally like,
she starts laughing, but she laughs into a cry. And then she starts crying.
Uncontrollable cry. Like I literally was like doing all that shit.
Me and Simone are looking at each other like,
what's wrong with her? Like,
my little sister Simone was like, "Are you?" It was crazy. I don't know if I'm just more sensitive, like, but I'm definitely gonna see that movie when it comes out. It's about a little girl and her, like, she was sick and her dad was like
doing whatever he could
to like save her. Like, oh no, like. But am I getting like sensitive? I'm like.
So we got Dave's last cry. Quinn, when was your last?
My last cry. Probably like I'll say like a month ago.
Damn, that's too long.
Nah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all life just don't be lifing like that. Then I guess. Like,
nah, I mean, I just conditioned to not.
Yeah, like
no, I get it.
Like it really like till we get to that boiling point, like
that's good.
Let that shit up. But like I'm just like I try to be as positive as I can. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's a bump in the road, but got to get up, keep going, and shit like that. Only so many times you can say that shit. You know what I mean? And so that shit is just like. So
right.
Yeah. I say probably like a month ago.
That's good.
The movie Your Last Cry or movie Your Last Cry?
No, yeah, the movie was My Last Cry. Before that, honestly, I don't remember.
Yeah, facts. I don't.
Yeah.
You?
Yesterday?
2 hours ago?
I would say like a week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I had a rough week, a little bit. You know, you have like, it could be something little, but then when it like reminds you of like multiple things and maybe your future, like you kind of like, I don't want to say feel discouraged, but you start, I have a tendency of overthinking a lot.
Right.
And once I overthink, like I'll think about something and then that thought will turn into something else. And it would just bring me to emotional like space. And then I realized it's a thought, like it's not really happening. And then there's still room to change it. But like, I feel like, you know, I can be sensitive sometimes, I'll say. So I probably will not do it in front of people. That's one thing I don't do. Like, so it's like I have this exterior thing where I was like, I'm
pride
good. I'll be like, I'll be mad or like, you know, talking. And then when I get home, as soon as I shut that door, probably just like a ball of like tears, like thinking about it. Like, you know.
Overthinking is the worst.
Yeah.
That shit's really, that shit's hell.
And that's why it's a thought, though. Like, you got to realize that's not your reality. That's one thing I am trying to learn this year, and that's what I'm trying to like stick to. Like, it's a thought. It's not reality.
Just a thought, yeah.
But you could say the same with emotions. Like, we're not our emotions. You can like witness them and acknowledge them, but not really like absorb them.
Right. You know? I get that.
Yeah. If we let ourselves feel every emotion that we get, we would be a fucking roller coaster, and there's just no stability in that.
Right.
No, yeah. Facts.
But so I think it's like you said, it has to do with that. Like it's really like taming
being
your
emotions. Aware.
But then at some point, like I feel like when I get to the point of crying is because like I feel like it's bottled up. Like there's a couple things that ticked me off this week or something, like, or things that didn't go right or whatever, that I'm just like, all right, whatever. All right, like now I'm about to like
this is it.
Yeah, so that's just really for me. Sometimes I cry because like I be frustrated, and sometimes I also cry by myself. Like also cry because I also feel like too. Like sometimes I feel like I feel like at our age and like I don't know about y'all. I can only speak for myself, but I feel like sometimes I be too hard on myself.
Facts. Definitely been there.
So
definitely been there.
I also have those type of emotions, and then like other emotions of like just think about like I understand if like you may be going through stuff, but like think about like what you're not going through that like other people are going through. So sometimes I cry because it's like wow, you come off selfish sometimes. Like think about how blessed you are compared to other people.
Right. Yeah.
So it'd be a lot, but
yeah. So you know, gotta.
It's for the greater good. Makes me a better person each time.
Yeah. It's okay.
Zach,
here we go.
What was your last cry?
Yo, honestly, I don't remember. I'm not like opposed to crying, and I probably should cry more, but I don't know. I don't remember like the last big event or something like it. Yo, no funny shit. It was probably like me laying in bed, can't sleep, watching like emotional ass like military homecoming videos or some stupid shit like that.
I get really emotional off of love movies and like.
Oh my gosh,
so that's like my mom. My mom will watch like Home Makeover and
crying.
Watch the Hallmark channel and shit.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't cry to like those TV shows, but I guess it's the same shit. I'll cry to like I don't know a dog reuniting with his fucking owner after like 2 months.
Mad excited, right?
I'm like, yo, why the fuck?
Nah, that shit. Yeah, that shit is
like
bad, uncontrollable.
Tears, it's happy tears. Like, yeah. So how do you like express your emotions? Like, say if you're frustrated or sad, like what do you
That's tough. I used to express my emotions like with no hesitation. And I used to think that was right because my like natural inclination is to express myself usually, but over like life has just unfortunately, I would say, taught me it's not always best to express your emotions. That might have been like who I was expressing my emotions to at the time. Right. Like that could like play a part in it. Person. But I don't know. I find the people who I feel comfortable like venting to. But yeah, I unfortunately would say I bottle a lot of shit up. Like you just get numb to the shit at a certain point. It's like you said like you said something like you feel comfortable because you have like your sister and it's not just somebody who's telling you like, you know, suck it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear that all the time. You suck it up, you know. Yeah, life's tough. Yeah. Wear a helmet, you know.
Yeah. Facts,
oh my gosh.
It's very different for men too. I feel like guys like feel vulnerable. When you try to feel vulnerable, you go on social media, you hear something about being sassy. It's just like, people do make it really hard for y'all sometimes. So I do feel for y'all in that area. Like, I do.
It's not even worth like deep diving into, but
but I get it. But
I feel like everybody knows that though. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, like it's very hard. Like, you know, it's like,
I'm sorry.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right. So I do 100%. Feel for you, like men, like all the time. Like I just like, you know, I like for guys to be vulnerable, like, and like be open, and you know, but you always got to create that safe place. So you find your person,
that's the thing.
And you always have to be emotionally aware, because like you said, you like a guy that's vulnerable and open and shit. No matter how much you like that, too much of that is just over.
Right.
You crying every week, bro. Like, nigga, man, the shorty. Yeah. Fuck. But it's crazy because like your shorty could cry every fucking day, and you just gotta, you there for her. Yeah.
No. I feel like for any gender, guy or girl, if you're crying every day, there's something bigger. Like, is it depression? Is it just something that you're going through that you just cannot deal with? Like what?
And I'm very these days, like you could be vulnerable. I'm solution based. Like, okay, if you're crying every day, like you got to find you know, what is it exactly? Do you want to go to therapy? Do you feel like you should sit on a session? Like, what can I do to make your life easier? Like, I'll make suggestions. I'm not just going to be like, oh, find a solution, or don't be doing this every day. Like, hey, like I noticed you've been crying every day. Like, you know, do you want to consider this, or blah, blah? Do you need a reset day? Like,
I would just be like, what do you need? Like, because like only you would know that. You're the only one who's feeling what you're feeling, and like having whatever thoughts, and like, you know what you need. If it's space, if it's time, if it's to talk to somebody, like
you don't always know what
some people don't always know what they need.
That could be why they crying. They're like, I don't fucking know what's about to fix this.
Okay, so but that's when you would like talk to a professional or
exactly
something. If somebody said, oh, I don't know, then I would be like, all right. So then I would jump in and be like, okay, so how about
therapy and like talking
go to therapy?
To a therapist.
You said what?
Some people are against that, or like don't feel like.
I'm not against it. I just don't think it's for everybody. I hate that people like just jump to it as an automatic solution, like it's a blanket that everybody fits under. Like therapy ain't gonna fix everybody. That therapist is going through shit too as well. Like, how do you find the right therapist? That's a lot.
Yeah.
I do know people that went through a couple of therapists and are just like, not it, and then maybe find one for that's good, and then all right, like next one. You know,
that's crazy. That's not an easy thing either.
Finding the right one is
that's also creating like challenge in itself. Do you really have a safe space? I guess
it's like, yo, am I broken that I gotta go through 4 fucking therapists to find somebody that could like?
But then again, too, why are they going through many different therapists? Because it's like, is it because you're not
receptive to what they're saying?
Exactly, is it because you're not receptive to what they're saying, and you don't want to be bothered with that person, and then you found that person that you like, oh, he gets me, so like, yeah, this is my therapist, or like are you really?
He tells me what I want to hear.
Yeah, like, are you really like being receptive?
Because you definitely want someone that like will find a solution and hold you accountable.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody needs at least one person. At least one person they could like really like feel vulnerable, or just feel like they could just tell somebody to. It doesn't have to be a therapist. Like, you know, sometimes it could be a parent, or it could be like a friend, best friend, whatever. Like whatever it is. But
I feel like everybody needs as one women, person. We have that, but y'all need it. Y'all need a space to just be vulnerable, because like I can call up any of them, they're gonna answer,
like,
and I can do like vent. Like, have you called a guy friend and just like vented and like ended up crying on the phone, or are you too scared to cry in front of your bros?
Like, you just don't.
I literally pick up the phone. Anything
you rather vent. You've never cried in front of your bros?
I have. I was just about to say that. I ain't calling him on the phone and crying. Like, it's been times that like one of my mans, he was honestly doing the crying, but like, it's the same shit. If he could do it, I could do it. And we was like in a car, we was just smoking, and he was just going through shit like with his girl and with his job and shit like that. Before I know it, I look over and he crying. I'm like, oh yeah, like go crazy, bro. Yeah, keep going.
Go crazy.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not good with words when it comes to people crying in front of me too.
I know.
I'm not gonna work so.
And have y'all ever felt like that? Like somebody just breaks down in front of you and you don't know like what to do or say. I just be like,
I feel like sometimes they just want a safe place to just cry. So I'll probably let you cry.
There you go.
I know. I know some. I don't know. I never feel like that. I always feel like I
feel bad for not having words to say, but then sometimes like if someone cries in front of me,
then I know.
Like today, like I didn't. I was just like, I asked her what's wrong. Oh, I don't want to. What's wrong? And then she just started bawling. I was just like, all right, can I give you a hug? Like, I didn't Like
she'd be like, "Are you okay?"
She was. I knew that she wasn't ready to talk about it.
That one.
That's the first thing she said. She said, "Are you okay?" No. She came up to me. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And she was just like, "What's wrong?"
Because you're
just like,
she's like, "I'm fine with tears."
Fine.
Like,
I'm fine. And then she was like, "Can I give you a hug?" So when she's like, "Can I give you a hug?" I'm just like, "Oh God!" Like, here we go. Like,
but that's sometimes what you need, like just a hug. Like, and some people can just be so warming with their hugs that you just be like, "Oh my goodness."
But you don't really be seeing me cry though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I saw you crying today.
No, I know, but I'm saying you don't see me. Like when I cry, like I usually cry by myself.
She tries to hide it. Today,
it's not about trying to hide it. It's about wanting to cry.
The reason, the reason I knew she was crying today was I was walking past her room. She had her room door open. She was working at her desk. And every time I walked past her room, she would go like this.
No.
And she would turn away.
You're lying, bro.
Bro, that's how I knew.
I was looking at my monitor.
Bro.
Okay, I was looking at the monitor. Okay.
Even when I came to say, "Are you okay?"
And I wasn't even trying to hide it. Like, that's my thing. Is like, okay, like you see me crying. You want to say something? Fine. I already know she's going to say something.
Yeah, you know it's coming.
I wasn't like I was going to turn around and close the door because then she would have been like, "Watch her door close. Her door been open this whole time. Like, what is she doing?" Mm-hmm. So I had it open, but no, usually I do not like to cry in front of anybody. Like, don't get me wrong, I can cry in front of her. Mm-hmm. I don't mind her being there while I cry, but like I don't prefer to like cry. Like, sometimes I just be willing to cry just to get something out, and that's it. Yeah. Like it's not even to have a conversation.
Nice little shower cry.
Because I was around like, yo,
that shit slap.
I have to laugh because that's the last time she caught me crying. And I was crying in the shower. And she heard me. And I was trying to be so quiet. And then like I opened the door and she was just like, oh. And I'm just like,
she was trying to hide it so
yeah,
so bad.
That would have got me.
I know you.
Gotta get me a twin.
Right? Shit. So
I think
that was funny.
Like, the last time I really cried was like a week ago. I had just seen Bree, probably like we had just left each other, and I was talking hot shit. As soon as I got home, whoosh, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't feel comfortable crying. It has to be something that's like striking to be like for me to cry instantly in front of somebody.
Yeah.
But like once I get through the emotions, the last emotion definitely is crying it out. Like it feels, it does make me feel better afterwards for sure. Like, and I probably would not tell anybody. Brie probably wouldn't even know. She probably, dang, this girl is hardcore. Like, you know, I was popping shit. Mm-hmm. But you know, other than that, yeah, like.
Yeah, I actually, that's crazy because I was talking to a friend, and we can move on from this because we've been talking about crying a lot. But after this,
I was going to say you.
This just bringing up how like you were saying like she wouldn't have known if she would have called you. Like a lot of the times too, it's just you don't really know what somebody is going through, like especially your friends and shit like that, because you really only tell them what you want them to know.
Yeah.
Like you're not really telling them the full. Sometimes you don't really tell them the full story about something because you just like you're not ready to open up about it or some shit like that. So it's just like it'd be tough because it definitely is onus on both parts. Like I feel like it's onus on the person that's like going through it to like reach out and want to talk to somebody, at least have somebody, and onus on like a friend that really would like see you know when your friend's like going through some shit and like you're like yo, you good? Like it's good. I think it definitely works both ways. So yeah man.
How do you create those like boundaries though? Like as far as like in friendships, like not boundaries necessarily, but you know sometimes you can be going through something but you might not have the mental capacity to accept like or to hear out like you know.
What you mean, like having
like if they're going through something, and say if they're going through something, and then like it's like a long term going through something, and then you're having a bad week, but you've been there for them these past couple times. Like, how do you communicate with them? Like, hey, just letting you know, like, want to be there for you or trying to be there for you, but like I'm going through some. I don't want to ignore you, but I'm going through some shit right now. Like, so to have my shit and then. You know, trying to be emotionally available and for you, like
I think
how you do that with friendships, I guess, and partners, like, you know, or do you just be strong? You got to be there for your friend, like, you know.
Yeah, I think I would lean more towards that.
Yeah,
try to do both.
Depends. Yeah,
like I'll try to be there for you. If anything, I would try to not absorb that if I know that I'm going through my own shit. And like we said, well, this was off camera, but like. when somebody's about to vent to you, you say like, yo, do you need advice? Are you coming to me for like my perspective on this? Or do you just need me to listen? If anything, I would just be like, yo, I could like hear you out, but I got a lot going on.
Advice or this or that. Like, you know, you're not all the way there. You can't give them your 100%. You don't want to short them.
Right.
So you could just literally just tell them, hey, I just need even a day. I'm not too sure it's a day, but you know.
So just to like segue, we were saying like you have friends that you can cry to and shit, but I'm sure that you can't cry to all of your friends.
No.
But is like emotional intelligence like a standard you would say that you would hold for your friends, or is it not for everybody, or do you even hold standards for friendships or something like that?
For sure, definitely.
I feel like that too at this point in my life. Is like if there's certain things that you are not like up to my standard with, even as just a friend, one of them being like emotional intelligence and like we can't really be friends.
Acquaintances, like separating different.
I don't even do that.
But do you? Would you say that you go to certain friends for certain things?
Of course.
What do you mean certain things?
Like as far as just like sharing, like you have your friends that you're only gonna share
certain things
Absolutely.
with.
I don't feel like it's a personal thing too. Sometimes just like, oh my God, like I feel like they'll relate, so I'm gonna reach out to them, like kind of thing. Like I don't think it's personal, like, oh, I'm not gonna reach out to them because it's like so like not taking it like personal, if that makes sense.
It's really all how you connect with a person. Like it's like my friendship with one person is not the same friendship with another person. Like I can talk to this person about something and I probably can't talk to you about this person, but I can talk to this person about it. Like it's just you figure each other out that way.
It's
like
a comfortability and relatability thing, I think.
I think it depends on like the dynamic you have with that said person and like how comfortable. Like if y'all comfortable talking, like venting to each other about something like that, then but like I feel like you'll know like who's who, like who you can really tell something to, and who you can not tell somebody to. Like you have those people that you can like talk to whenever it's like, you know, whenever's a time you need to talk to them. But I definitely think there should be a standard, especially with people that you hold close to, you tell your shit to.
Right.
You gotta hold them to.
I was about to say, I don't have those people that it's just like, you know, I can't really, like if I can't go to you for shit, I don't know. I feel like I might be alone in that, but like as I get older, like the amount of acquaintances just kind of like dry. I kind of like I'm kind of good on that.
I don't know about that. We don't have friends. Like
I got like a select few. Like if anything, I wouldn't call you a friend. I'd call you you're a coworker. Like we don't have beef, but you're definitely not like my friend. If I can't go to you and be like, you know, some shit happened or something like that.
Right.
So what are, besides emotional intelligence, what are some other standards that you guys have for friends?
Let me see.
I can't say respecting my time because I'm friends with Q.
I'll say reliability because and understanding. Reliability is kind of like a big thing for me because it's more so like reliability and more so like life events. Like so showing up, even communicating when you can't show up and letting me know, like, you know, no, I'm not trying to be funny. You know, be communicating when you, I'm proud of you, blah, blah, like, you know, or I got this going on, blah, blah. Like, reliability to me is like really like important. Like, if I could call literally any of them, like when I need them and like, or like within like 30, I could be emergency, like, and they're answering. So like, reliability like is a thing for me, or like showing up and, you know, like any of those things like that. I feel like that's, you know, important to me.
For sure. Damn, with me, one thing I don't like I just feel like I need to be able to like be completely just transparent with you. Like I don't have to get blunt with you. Like I don't have to hold my tongue. I don't have to like tippy toe around you and shit like that. Like if that's important to me. Like I need you to like, you know, cause I know for sure. Sometimes I can be a little sensitive, but no, I know I can take constructive criticism, or I can know when I'm wrong about shit. I can listen to somebody tell me, yo, you wrong about this, bro. Like you did this and that. Like, so like, I feel like if I'm if I can do that, I need you to be the same way.
Right.
Like, you know, yeah, I don't do that sensitive shit. That sensitive shit blow my.
It's not so much sensitive, but I do feel you when you like, I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells.
But sometimes it's also your delivery too. Like, you're not going to talk to me crazy while you're telling me about myself.
Delivery is important.
That is true.
It's very important.
Because, you know, sometimes we can be like very passionate when we're talking about stuff. And like, if you're already... Like, if you're venting me about something and you're already sensitive, and then I come at you in a way that you like wasn't,
of course,
I can get that.
Yeah.
But am I lying though?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can piggyback this off of you and Deja when we went out to get hookah after like the pod, and y'all was telling me about like work and everything, and Cupcakes After Dark, and I was making excuses, but then I was like, I felt like I was combating that night. Like, I really like sat in it a little bit, and I was just like, my friends are dead right. Like, my friends are dead right. Like, and then, you know, so it's like, you know, try not to be more receptive to what you're trying to say. It comes from a good place and knowledge, especially from Deja. I would say, like, too, like, I was venting to Bree the other day about work and stuff like that. And, you know, Deja has experience, you know, like mans and stuff like that. And she said something in the background. And although I called Bree, what she said stuck with me more than what I called Bree for. So it's like, you know, like,
Bree probably like, what the fuck? Yo, hurry up, yo, get your shit together.
No, because but it was like her. Bree was like, no, because I understand that. Like, Bree was agreeing with me.
Bree was on her side. Bree was like, I see your side. I was just like, no.
It was just, she was like, no, because I was like,
no, but that's not to say that the stuff that I was saying wasn't true though. Like, we needed.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but they just said, like, I understood, like, why
it's only exactly. But I mean, I can give you that just because I've been there. Like, I felt the same way you felt. Managing, and like, it's just like this. It has to be this way. I get what you're saying, but like, that's not like then. Like what I said, like, what would you be a manager
and being receptive
for? Like,
to it, and
you're in
like,
that position,
and not being like sensitive. Like, I'm definitely more receptive to what my friends say. At the end of the day, I always say you live with the decisions you're gonna make. So I'm gonna make the decision for myself, as I'm sure you're gonna make the decision for you. But I like, when I seek advice from my friends, I try to follow it to the best of my ability.
You should be receptive. If you don't like trust what your friend is saying, then
I don't think
you should be open to hear that shit. Like, if there's anybody I was gonna say, because like, lying is like probably my biggest one. Like, but lying is like such a big blanket. I mean, like, I don't know, like, keep it a buck with me. No matter how you think I'm gonna feel about it or whatever, like, no matter how people be like embarrassed of their own shit, and then they'll start lying to you. Like, if you got a friend who you've been telling him like, yo, that bitch ain't shit, and he like, yeah, I know, and then they break up, but then he get back with her. And then he start lying to you like, I'm not back with her type shit.
That is a fact. No,
people be lying. It's like, what am I here for if you're not even going? Information. Do that to your shorty.
I'm not back with her, but you back with her. That's a lie, bro.
Right,
no, but if you don't ask and I don't tell you, it's not a lie.
You like, yo, I don't fuck with her, fuck her. And then you texting her like, yo, I miss you. Like, we could work this out. Like, tell me that. Right. Tell me like, yo, I really miss her. I want to work it out so that I could give you like some good advice. Because if you telling me, nah, fuck her, I'm done. I'm like, yeah, fuck her, we done. And then you back with shorty. I'm like, what am I here for? Like,
I actually pieced it out with somebody like a minute ago, like that. Like, I knew all my friends would just be like, it'd be like that. But they've never asked. And then I think somebody brought up, and I just like told them. I was like,
but here's my thing too.
Months ago, like,
here's my thing too. I feel like friends, like, you always want the best for your friend. Like, if you feel like they're dealing with an ain't shit person, female or male, whatever, and like that's your opinion, I can sit there and talk to Bettina about like whoever she's talking to, and I could be like, yeah, no, I don't really think he's the best person for you, but whatever. But at the end of the day, like, that's still my friend. At the end of the day, she's gonna have to learn.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why you should be able to tell me the truth, because you know I'm on your side. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You might not want to hear that shit. I do think I'm a tough friend to have. Like, if we really cool, I'm definitely gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna tell you shit that you probably don't want to hear.
Right.
But if not, then what am I there for?
If you give somebody, so if you give a friend advice, right, and they don't take it, Are we having a conversation again?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I don't think I'm having it again. Like, you can't come to me again and be like, oh, I didn't listen to you, and look, he did this.
See, that's to me when my friendships start to fall apart. When you keep doing that shit, it's just like, if you would have just told me the truth from the jump, like, yeah, I'm stupid, I want to keep being with her, whatever, we could have had a different conversation. But if you keep lying and then doing like the opposite of what you telling me, I feel no point in my presence.
So you can I can give you my advice, but if you don't like take it, but be honest, like, because what am I giving you advice? I'm giving you advice off of what you're telling me, but if what you're telling me is not true, then my advice is invalid. Like, it's pointless.
But I feel like also too on that side, like, I don't know. I mean, I get what y'all are saying, because exactly, like, you're going to keep on going back to the same bullshit that you've been dealing with when I've been telling you, like, that's not for you. And you know that it's not for you, but you're just blinded by, you know, this light that you have for this person. So be it. That's my whole thing, is just like, I can sit there and like tell you how I feel about a situation, and you can take you could take that advice and you could either use it, or you could just say like, yeah, I heard you, but you know, I'm gonna still keep on being.
Oh, I used to tell my mans that all the time. Like,
I can't, I'm never gonna let that affect me. Like, that's what you're gonna have, like, you're gonna have to deal with that. Like,
that's what I say, you live with the decisions you make. So like, do what's best for you. Cause I could give you advice, but I don't have to, I'm not in your shoes right now. So I'm gonna give you advice. Do what you want.
And I only say that too because I feel like I've also been in those, like, I've been in that position before.
I've been in both.
Where I've liked somebody, or like where, you know, just going through shit with somebody and like still just, all right, you know, my friend had an argument, but you know, we back good now. Like,
I was about to say, I used to do that all the time. Shit, my friend would be like, my friend would make mad sense, and I would be like, so yo, everything you saying is true, and I know it. I'm definitely still about to text
but
her.
let me be Delulu.
But see, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you can never just like, unless it's some crazy shit, like, don't tell me somebody's putting their hands on you. Like, if it's something crazy like that, we definitely
that's
have
a little
problem.
different. Yeah.
But like arguments, disagreements with like so and so, whatever, go have at it. Like,
see, that's where I struggle at. I think that's where I'm like a little bad friend, because like you said a couple times, and we just not gonna keep doing this. Like, I feel like me sticking around is me condoning that behavior, and I don't.
Well, I also feel like,
but it is your life.
One or two times is not 10, 11, 12 times of you like saying the same shit over and over. Like,
so what's your boundary number? Like, if you got to tell them the same thing over again.
I don't know if it worked like that, because it kind of like depends on what it is.
What they say, the first time, shame on you, or second time, shame on me, something like that. After the second time, don't even do it.
Shame on you. First time, call somebody else. Second time, shame on me. Third time,
no, seriously, call somebody else. Don't call me, because I already told you once. So what I'm gonna tell you the second time.
The first one, didn't I tell your ass?
First, she'd be like, no, but she talks in third person. She'd be like, okay, like, are we dumb, or like, like, do we? This is what we settle for? Like, this is what we're gonna deal with? And I was like,
and you know how face she's making faces with it too. Like,
she's like, do we want that in a husband? This is what we're choosing to go through. Okay. I'd be like, okay.
Oh, so we want to cry every day.
Because and that comes back to the whole being blunt and speaking to people, like speaking passionately, and then some people not being able to take that, like, oh, like I would never try to belittle or dismiss or diminish somebody, but like at some point you have to put it in that way. I don't know. I'm a different type of thinker, so like I'm like, when I talk, yes, I'm thinking about it. So like, are we really doing this again? We're going to do this again. Okay. Are we expecting something new? Okay. We are? Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I talk. But like.
Yeah, we know. For sure. I mean, that shit is so true, because especially when it comes with like a person dealing with a person that's in a relationship and they come to you and vent to you about it. Because it's just like, a lot more joy of that shit. Like, they gonna vent to you, but you gonna give them advice, but that shit gonna go through one year and out the other. Like, you can't, like, when you like somebody or you really like feeling somebody, it's you can talk shit about them, and like you can like vent to them about.
But that comes with the question you guys said earlier. Do you want my advice, or do you just want me to listen?
I personally think that like
right.
I feel like I've been so, I don't know. I feel like whenever I am in a relationship, like, I don't think I would tell anybody, like anything that we go through. Because think about it. Like the stuff that you've told me, like about people, like I automatically like, just because it's y'all, I don't like them. You get what I'm saying? And let's just say you end up with this person, you marry them, have a baby, like your family, your loved ones, they hold on to stuff.
Okay.
Even though you forgive and move on.
Because I say the same thing too. Because like, if you choose to like go back to that person, then you don't, like, it's like you already, by you spilling whatever's going on in your relationship, you, like you said, you're giving your family, friends, whatever, whoever you talk to, a reason to look at them differently or look at them as not worthy or not good enough for you.
Okay, yeah,
and then when you turn around and decide to give that person another chance, then like some of them may be looking at you like, oh, you stupid, like, you know, but it's just like, but at the same time, it's just like, then who can I talk to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, you can't, that's what I'm saying. I can't judge somebody for the stuff that they go through. Like if you went through this or whatever, like I can share you my opinion, like I said, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. If you're not finished or you're not done learning that lesson, then you're just not done learning the lesson yet.
Yeah,
but
100%. Yeah,
because just like you do have to have somebody that you
time.
can't talk to. I would never want to sit there and say, oh, I can't talk to Bree because I know for a fact if I tell her this, that she's never gonna like this guy. So it's like, what's the point? No, like I should be able to come and talk to you about anything, regardless of, you know, however it plays out.
That's true.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling y'all everything. Like, cause when I like feel something emotionally, like or an argument or something like that, it's like I have to get it out, like to make sure I'm not bugging, like am I tripping? And then sometimes, not even sometimes, all the time, either if I am wrong, they'll hold me accountable. Like, okay, you're overthinking, or you're doing too much, or you should never did this, or they'll be like, all right, he should have did this. Maybe just say like this. They're also like really like. We give our advice, or if someone does us wrong, and then it's always solution based too. Yeah,
and you try not to be biased.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So
very, very, very tricky when you go.
Cheers to friendship.
No, cheers to friendship, y'all.
All right,
Cheers.
We're gonna actually do it. Okay.
Cheers.
Clink, clink,
Your water.
clink, 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 clink.
Clink, clink, clink. We talked about standards
moving
in
on.
friendship.
All right.
We talked about standards in friendship. What about standards in relationships?
Real quick, was that like our first like I don't want to say trauma experience, but that was very like
That was deep
that was
for
very,
us.
like, very that was very deep.
That was deep for us.
Everybody feel like a weight was just lifted.
Oh my god!
I'm not
proud.
gonna lie. In the beginning when we was talking, tears was falling up, but I had to get myself together.
That was deep for us, but that was really still not that deep, I will say. But it was deep for us.
Because we never really
Definitely
get emotionally in tune, like with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's really good.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah, I got a funny
Not
thing for
you.
y'all.
Not you.
Oh, you seen that
Chewing
shit?
the fly.
I got a funny thing for y'all. This was like last season though.
What?
We could cut this part out. There was a day I walked in on a pod and I was like emotionally wrecked. And only Bree noticed because she was sitting next to me. And like she looked at me like allergies or something like that. Like I was probably ready to cry throughout that whole episode.
And if you look at that episode too, you can.
No,
see.
if you really
Yeah, I'm
look
about
at
to
it
say
now,
somebody
y'all
go
be
find
like,
that.
Yo.
yeah, someone literally
Her
when I was
face,
walking
yo.
in, the guy I was dating at the time like pretty much texted me and told me he was like done with me. And like
remember that.
I'd have went right
I
back to
walked
my
in
whip.
and y'all said, "Oh, Tina, best person." So what does it mean?
She
to
about
be,
to cry.
what did it say? Go together real bad.
Right.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
that episode?
Yo, can I tell you? I was right here and I was like, I was trying to.
She was like, yeah, real bad. You was getting on her that whole episode.
You was there. You was. I put yo.
It was so.
I would never tell a man that. How
Yeah, and I
dare
was
you
like,
say something?
You would say that? She was like, I can never
Yeah,
say
it
that.
was a lot. Can I tell you? Because I had already cried before I came in. Stop it. And I cleared my shit together. I cleared my shit together, and I came in, and then that when I said that, I was just like, "Yo, I got to be strong." Yeah, I was rolling cameras. I was like,
Yeah, we was dead mid
I had to
episode.
be strong. And then when I got home that
mid-episode.
night, yeah, I think we went out. Did we go out that night after?
I think
We might have. I think we did.
We went. That was
we all went out after.
we went. No, it was
we
just
went,
us.
us three.
We went to that Jamaican place.
The Jamaican place where we didn't eat with the food after we ordered it.
Anyways. I don't even know why you brought that up.
But yeah, we went that. Even then, I was holding in my feelings. And once I got home, it was just like I had to release it. Even though y'all are my friends and that was a vulnerable space, it was just like the timing was just
that's hard.
Like,
that's
we were
out.
That was horrible timing. And it was like, and then I think I told them like the next day, like what was going on, told Quinn and everything like that. And he was like, what? And Brie was like, yo. Cause your face, you had tears. You was tearing up. I thought it was like allergies or something. I'm just like, no, bro. Like,
But yeah, so relationship standards.
Yes.
Oh, the relationship standards.
Did anybody like notice anything in the news lately?
Little Lori.
Yeah,
little Lori Harvey. Oh my God! Yes.
Another one bites the dust.
So stupid.
another one. She's I respect it. I respect it.
I know. I would have to agree with Quinn. I really respect it.
What do we respect?
I think it's because she's in the spotlight. But think about us. Do we really like?
What do we respect?
How many guys do y'all go through within a year? Minus you that don't date.
Yeah, Bree need to follow her regimen.
That was just a wild question. How many guys do you go through in a year? That was crazy.
Yo, how much numbers y'all running through? Y'all?
That was crazy.
Dating wise, have you been dating only one person for a full year?
Wait, what? What was the question again? Sorry.
Have you been dating only one person for a full year?
No, I never got. First of all, no.
But so it's been maybe 6 months maybe. So what's the difference between her? Like she did a full year.
Only difference between her is that she's in the spotlight. I don't think she's
that's
doing
what I'm
nothing
saying.
crazy.
Yeah, that's one. But I just feel like two, like in my opinion, like once she falls out of a relationship with one person, like shortly after, like she's in a new relationship.
Yeah, I feel like that's something she doesn't take
the issue
long
for
enough
me.
to like. Do you even need to heal, or was like you?
Do you think it's a relationship or is she dating?
That's the question. Like, what is she really like?
What if she was dating?
What's her intentions?
But then why
with this?
say that you're in a relationship?
What you mean? I'm in a relationship. I don't got.
You ain't throwing every shorty that you dating on the gram and shit.
If you're in a relationship and then 2 weeks later you're in a relationship with somebody else, like. Do you not have emotions? Do you not have feelings? Do you not need to heal from what your breakup?
That's
like,
just weird.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's weird to me. And
when you have a relationship with somebody for a year, depending on how it is, like if you break up with that person, like don't you go through something at least a little bit?
Her timeline was too bad between Michael. What was her timeline between Michael?
That's what I was just about to ask. Like, what was it?
Yeah, I don't think it had to be a week later or a month later. I think it had to be months later.
That was exaggerated, but like
had to be definitely months.
Definitely,
I don't think it was months.
But we also,
I'm gonna say maybe
they're only giving us
two
what
or
they
three.
want. We don't know if they was already been broken up. We don't know if they was already going through something.
Can I say something?
Was the last straw.
Can I say something? Yeah. When I have seen her and Damson together, like I didn't really feel like that like she really liked him.
I feel like Michael B and her were more natural.
I feel like she liked him more. Yeah. Like. I feel like even Future, I feel like she liked him more. Like with Damson, I didn't feel like
the old soccer player.
Oh gosh. Anyways. What's his name again? Anyways. But I didn't feel like she really liked him. Like I didn't see a connection. I didn't see chemistry. I didn't see a spark. I didn't.
Maybe she was just like
she only get. You guys feel like she gets that backlash just because she's in the spotlight and because like people see that.
I don't know why her relationships are like the big deal. Like they don't do this to anybody else.
Y'all only name like 4 people. It be regular girls that get like 4 people in like a weekend.
Song. She was with Future. She was with the soccer guy. She was with Interest. She was with Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and that's on us.
That's already 5.
Wasn't she with like P Diddy and Meek Mill? Or no?
At once you dated P Diddy. At once you 6. Hello.
Was it Meek Mill too or no?
I don't think she was ever dating P Diddy. They like Snapchatted. Like they.
It was a fling.
Pictures with them.
It doesn't matter. It was a fling.
Something. It was.
With P Diddy for sure.
If I didn't see them physically kiss, it wasn't a fling. Like I'll say, Joey and Diddy was a fling because they was kissing on the boat. But Joey Chavez.
Joy. Oh my gosh.
Joy?
I was like, who is Joey? No, it's Joy.
Joey, yeah.
Anyways.
Why she spell like that?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Joey. When I thought I just Joey who? Joey Badass or something like.
I just feel like
her standards are appropriate.
What?
So
what are her standards? I'm sorry.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. What are your standards?
She sent a video, pretty much like she posted a video, pretty much like don't settle.
Please.
You're the prize. And
same.
but it's stuff we naturally say to
but
each
my
other.
thing is like y'all date, but you date people for a year and then all of a sudden y'all not dating no more. It's just like, what are you really? So you're just not looking for anything. Like, just say that.
Also, if you the prize, one of them would have claimed you as that prize.
Hello.
5 people ain't letting go of the prize. Like, I'm
Hello.
sorry.
But also, it doesn't have to be their choice, because what if she broke up with them?
Then her scouting process is off.
Exactly, because
that's what it looks
I'm
like.
saying. What are you really looking for if you're going through all of these people? Like, you mean to tell me these 5 guys that you dated, like none of them?
Like, yo, it ain't last between my last 6 partners, but trust me, I'm that
for? Are you
prize.
looking for an old rich white man? Like, are you looking
my
for a
standards
sugar
and
daddy? Like, what is it that you're looking for?
So I have a question. Do y'all have do you guys have a list of like, not standards or anything, but do you have a list of what you want in a person?
No.
Whether you don't have a list.
I didn't make that until this year, actually.
You made a list.
A list?
Like
A
on my
list
notes.
is crazy.
List of, physical
Personality traits,
personal character. Like, do you have a list?
At this point, I feel like I've been single for so long, and I feel like the dating pool is like pretty bad right now.
Have a list.
I don't have.
It's literally like, please don't like fuck someone else. That's kind of it. Like, that's kind of, we could work on everything else.
So you don't have a list for like even like physical type, like, oh, I want a girl who,
Nah, I never really did. I never really did.
You
a standard like
a list. Do you have a list of physical characteristics?
I don't have physical.
Like,
I definitely have characteristics though.
No.
So you don't think to yourself, oh, I want a girl who's kind, who's soft, you don't think about that kind of stuff.
I just kind of just go.
You go with the flow.
Yeah, I just go with it.
Sometimes you can be introduced to something that you thought you might not like until like, and then they present it, you be like.
That's why a list could kind of limit you.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to live like. Limit myself, I guess. Or just close a door of something that I don't really know about.
No. But I feel like, okay, some people have
like
lists,
standards though. Like,
and then I feel like there's basic like, just personality traits that should be
loyal,
respectful, like courteous, loyal, funny, like you get along with them well, that kind of stuff.
Good communication.
Like, that's it. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really focus on the physical. Like, don't get me wrong, you do have to be attracted to the person in order for you to like.
But that could, like, I feel like, yeah, you have to be attractive, sure. But I could be attracted to a lot of shit.
You could be attracted to a lot of stuff. And
cute like a girl with a BBL. Only.
Right. So okay, so just a thing right here. So you have a list, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long is this fucking list?
I'm just saying you have because you're the only one who said yes. You have a list
of characteristics, not necessarily.
You have a list of characteristics. Okay. Do you have a list for yourself of like the person that you want to be for that person,
which is very important.
Say I have that,
because people don't do that.
But I would say I have a like notes as far as what I aspire to be, like if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like aspire to be what though? Is that like career or like are you talking about your characteristics?
Career, family, like characteristics?
No, I'm talking about your characteristics. Like let's just say, I want somebody who's respectful. I want somebody who's kind, generous, blah blah blah.
One thing I don't
do you have for yourself, like,
I don't have a list, but I never ask for anything that I can't give in return. So like the list is not like something like crazy, like if that makes sense. Like
I think it's easy to say that though, but like I feel like you know yourself and you know what you need to work on. So let's just say for me, like I need to be more vulnerable with people because that shit ew. Gross. Throw up. But you get what I'm saying? Like make a list for the person that you want, but also make a list of the person that you want to be for that person. Because in a relationship, you guys have to.
That is fact.
You have to serve each other.
So okay, so you saying make a list, whatever. What if like does that go hand in hand with like that person's like say you're dating someone and that wasn't on your list, but something is of their love language that you normally don't do? Will your list of what you want to be now change?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like if you say you can't be vulnerable, it's gonna be hard for a dude to be vulnerable with you, and I'm sure you want that.
But that's what I'm saying.
I ain't opening up to somebody who's a closed,
Right. You have to make that list for yourself to know what you need to work on.
Do you feel like you want to work on that before you get someone that?
Absolutely. I have to work on that before homeboy even comes over. Like I don't even want to know you until then.
And I feel like, to be honest with you, when you make a list of like personality traits and stuff that you look for in a person, it kind of comes from like who you are as a person.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I say. Yeah.
If I'm like, I'm definitely gonna want somebody who's
that I can't give in return.
because I'm respectful.
No, yes, but like still, I'm talking about like just stuff that you need to work on. Like you know that you're respectful, you know that you're loyal, you know that you're this. I'm talking about the stuff that you.
Are you patient?
Are you patient? Are you vulnerable? Are you,
open to?
So that's a that's a self development. That's something that you know for a fact that you need to work on. Like this could be an issue in a relationship. So you need to work on that. You need to do that work on yourself before you can.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Make a list for yourself. Work on that. And
I was
watching a video one day. I was watching a video one day, and I have to find it because I'm gonna send it to you guys. But like, it was basically this guy who was basically like talking about how like females be talking about all the guys, like the type of guys that they want and stuff like that, and they just like overlook. They're constantly like, you ask for something. And then you do the opposite. So like he basically saying like, you sit there and you say like, you ask God, oh, you want your man to be this, you want your man to be that. Like he said, he made an example like, oh, like a woman will go to God and ask him, oh, I want a man who's like a millionaire. And God will send you that man. He'll send you a millionaire. He said, I'll send you a millionaire man in his $1,000 days.
Right. A word. Oh, what?
And when he said that, I was just like, yo.
I ain't gonna comment.
That was deep.
Because
but that's crazy, just a lot of people want the finished product. And it's like, sometimes if you're not willing to develop.
To my question that I was gonna ask y'all, because in my opinion, like you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like no, for real, like that shit hit me when I heard it. No, that shit really hit me when I heard it.
Word. Who's this man? I gotta watch it.
I had to ask y'all because like a lot of guys, no, let me not say a lot of guys, but like
people.
Some guys feel like they have to have it all together before
100%.
Wow, facts.
100%.
Before they can work on that relationship or like get to the point of like, now I'm ready for my person. Facts. Whereas I feel like females were different in the sense that we can, like, we're more so like, I'm willing to like build. Like we can like.
Whoa. Build as a couple, or you're willing to
meaning like
you're willing to get into a relationship when you're not a finished product.
Yeah, where
like, I'm not looking for you
where he's not a finished product.
Right. You're
Zach, relax. He's having a conniption right
now. No, what I'm saying is that I feel like women think that way. Women don't think of like, I don't need him to come to me like whole 100%.
Not
like,
so much.
Not women.
Not so much the women of today, like the new.
I
women.
haven't felt like women thought like that in a long time.
Listen, I have someone.
I feel like that's way off. Way off.
I feel like I feel like with the culture today, how things are presented to women, and like these niggas don't deserve nothing. Like if he's broke, he don't get nothing. Like. I get what you're saying for the culture that is today, but there are women like who she's saying. There are women still out there like that, but with what's put out in the world, yes, there are more so, these other.
I agree with that. There are some women that are like that, but for how long?
Right.
Like how long is she going to be willing to like deal with maybe I'm just not in my best space right now.
But you see, that's the thing though. So
how long you because women say that I'm down, like I'm down with you, like and shit like that. Or, like I understand what you're going through, whatever like that. But for that moment,
but that's the thing though. What are you doing? That's for the woman to look at the man and be like, okay, he's a thousandaire right now. He's not a millionaire, but like he's ambitious. He's evolving himself. He knows what he wants to do.
He
has a plan.
Where
he's gonna
like,
get
he wants
there.
To do more. Exactly.
Like that's for her.
Some guys will really be hard
to look at that.
Some guys I know guys that are really hard on themselves and be like, yo, like I'm not where I'm at. I'm just like, yo, like. Life is not going to be perfect.
I mean, that's very much appreciated if you do
the
step
reason
in.
why I also feel like that is because I feel like women in general, like we have to. You guys are supposed to be like, like the head of the household and stuff like that, and like women are supposed to support their man, their husband, whoever, right? And I feel like that's where we get our recognition, or that's where we feel most happy in like supporting you and what you need to do. Like you sitting there saying, like, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I know y'all said y'all don't agree with this, but like me personally as a woman, like I feel like I don't need somebody to come to me whole, like you have all your shit together and like stuff like that. Like I've dated people who don't even have a fucking car. Why you don't have a car right now? I mean, I can't sit there and say that because like, okay, like you don't have a car.
Nah, being a passionate prince is lit. I ain't gonna lie. I've done that a few times.
But like, it's just like simple things. Like I don't judge people for where they're at. I don't judge people for where they're at. If that makes sense.
She hold my thigh and shit.
But it's just like you have to don't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm cool with taking the bus every day." Like that's not the goal. Like I'm working towards something.
If you're working towards something,
because you know what, I was blessed enough to get gifted a car by my parents. Like
if
I didn't have that, who knows if I would have had a car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like I just don't judge people where they're at.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. But
you have to have a plan.
No, for real.
I wish.
But I feel like if you're
it's funny, and y'all call this bullshit, but this is real life.
Can I tell you?
This is everybody don't have it all together.
Like that have all their shit, cars and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, the people that ain't got it all together, like
treat
right
you
at the
better.
moment,
treat you better,
so much better,
100%.
And like, I just gotta know you're at least working towards it. So I'll try to like do little things, like say if, oh my God, I want to get into like construction, and I come across a customer that's like into construction, take their card, send a picture, send it to you. Hey,
do you realize that like women, like we are like we're helpers. We're we birth stuff, we help stuff come to life. We're supposed to help you guys.
You keep looking at the camera.
We're supposed to help you. Let us help you.
Let us help you.
Like, are you giving us the space to like for us, like, okay, yeah, she wants to help me. Like, are you giving me that like comfortability of like, okay, like she's not judging me. She's not like looking at me some certain way. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. You need to send that one. No, there was another video that basically talked about that and how like men who like will just sit there and be like, they don't focus on relationships or whatever until they get to wherever they got to get to, and then once they hit that spot where they're like, yeah, now I'm good, now like everything's straight, then they want to go around and like date a whole bunch of people, try to figure out who's the right person for them. And I just can't remember what he was saying about it, but he basically was just like saying like that's how like men operate.
Facts.
And that's trash, because like if you mean to tell me that at 35 years old, when you claim to have it all together, that now you trying to act like the Bachelor and date a whole bunch of like females, is just like, okay, but what about?
I just feel like
I don't see what's wrong with having a girl.
I got something to say.
I don't see what's wrong with having a girl be there with you while you're getting it together. Like, wouldn't that make you appreciate her more? She's stuck by you. She helps you.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't
but y'all
happen.
just said that y'all would prefer to have y'all shit together before
because girls don't stick around for
that. Get out of that mindset. Oh, that doesn't happen. Women are not like that. Y'all are attracting that.
Y'all are attracting
women. It's not most.
Y'all are attracting women that aren't.
It ain't even attracting, because like these ain't even girls that I'm dealing with. But like y'all have a whole album in my
mindset. You're attracting it. Like
I have a whole album in my phone of just screenshots from shit that girls post on Instagram that just
get off of Instagram. Instagram is my fake. Mind. Social media is not real.
Everybody's on. If people are on Instagram, then that's a reasonable like judge.
I feel like social media is like the biggest.
But every girl on social media, they're not dealing with that minimum wage worker or that dude that's working on himself.
Are you shitting me? You think these girls on Instagram are posting about this shit are really out here with billionaires living up that life? No.
I'm not saying, shit? But I'm saying that if there's a dude who is working on himself, quote unquote, or he's in like the entry level in his field, and there's another dude who is a manager in his field, it usually don't matter who the better dude is. It's who's about to give him that vacation this year, who's buying him those shoes, and then once they drain that, they're gonna be on to the next dude.
So low of women.
That's not what I think of women. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just it's what is shown that's out there.
But you're assuming that that's what girls will go for.
That. If you have not personally been through that yourself, then I'm gonna just need.
Well, I don't even. I dead ass don't date because of that. Like what you was just saying. Like,
see, but that's like.
I feel like men and women have different like primes. And a man is not going to reach his prime till like a good 30 something when he's done working on himself. Until then, most women are like have no interest in dealing with you if you can't provide.
Listen, it was like we were just talking about Lori Harvey, right? About having like she's talking about I'm not gonna settle for this and that for something that like is below my standards and stuff like that. You have women listening to that and you have women like digesting that and saying okay, so I mean, I want my man to be some sort of established or just have his shit together, so like that. If a nigga comes to her like, okay, yo, like he's like, yo, I honestly like, yo, like I don't have a job right now, but I'm looking and shit like that. She might be cool with it for that moment,
for a week,
but that's just not gonna last.
And you not Lori Harvey, mama.
Like you not Lori Harvey.
It goes hand in hand.
First of all,
it goes hand in hand for what are you doing?
Okay, you gotta be for real right now.
All we're saying
y'all are being for real.
We're saying is that we can meet you where you are in the present, but have a plan.
Are
Listen,
you gonna be on unemployment for the rest of your life? No, I'm figuring it out. I'm trying to see what the fuck I want to do.
Figuring it out. How long is it?
How the fuck?
No, but I'm saying,
how
long is it gonna take you to figure it out? That's for the girl to determine how long she's willing to be there.
And that's
it'd be like 2 weeks. That's the point.
If you're unemployed for a year or even 6 months, okay, yes, that may worry someone.
I think you guys, I don't know.
Everybody just needs to stop bashing each other.
Y'all,
I do agree. I need to get off the gram. I do need to get off the gram. It's hard. It's hard.
I just feel like you guys are thinking of like the most extreme like circumstance. Like
we don't even know why they broke up. Don't settle. That it's true. Nobody should settle for something that they don't want. But like we don't know why.
But like what it depends on what people consider settling. Some people would say you fucking with this dude who only makes X amount a year. That's settling because there's dudes that make this, and this. Why won't you go get that?
Okay, good for them. And hopefully they find the person that they're looking for. But I'm just saying that not everybody thinks that way. Like, I don't need you to be at 100K right now. Like, I'm not even at 100K, and I would like to hit 100K at some point.
I've been trying to hit 6 figures.
My thing is just like she said, like be ambitious. We had this talk on the pod. I'm pretty sure we had this talk plenty of times.
Yes.
What we think about?
I verbatim. Remember you saying, when you have more money, you're expected more things. So of course you want to date with somebody who's in the same tax bracket as you. You said
Hold the fuck up. Okay.
Hold up. All right.
Okay.
What?
Because yes, when you make a certain amount of money, yes, you are afforded more things, right? That's correct. Okay. When you do date, you are going to date somebody and like, you're going to hope that person is in that same range. Now, what I told you was if I'm making 60K a year, let's say, and this person is cool with 30K a year, that's a problem for me. It is. If you feel like you're good off of 30K, like that's how you can live the rest of your life, then live solo.
Period. You can't even raise a family off of 30K. Do you know?
But y'all don't see those videos.
You have to be at 30K. You can be at 30K right now, but you can aspire for more.
Exactly. And that's my whole point.
I'm not saying
you're at 30K now. And I said that. I said, okay, you're at 30K now, but like,
what is your plan?
Are you comfortable with that? Like, is that your end all be all, or do you want to do something else to make more money?
And if you want to do something else, what are we doing?
I'm cool with the 30K. Like that's, it's enough for me. Like, okay, well then it's enough for you by yourself.
I also said like at some point I used to be like, have this idea, like my standards were, it's like, oh my God, I would like an entrepreneur, blah, blah. And then,
everybody can be an entrepreneur.
Said it again. Everyone's not meant to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner, and so on. But however, the person I aspire to be, I would love to live life with my partner, meaning like if I have this time off because I got a full staff, like if you could roll with me, I would love for you to roll with me. But, like I put myself in those positions to meet other people that are like in those standards. Like this year, I really want to focus on
just
creating the place.
Way. Yeah, that's a little different.
It's easier that way.
That's not. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Think about this. Y'all want to wait until y'all get all y'all shit together before y'all meet somebody. Why?
I'm not even a full entrepreneur yet, but I'm talking about what I want.
No, listen, men want to wait until they get all their shit together before they find their person, meet their person. Why? What? Why do y'all want to get all y'all shit together? Career, salary. Why do y'all want to make sure that y'all get all y'all shit together? Stop. Why?
I was about to answer.
Okay. I'm not telling her to stop.
Because if you meet a woman and you really like her, you want to be able to provide.
Right?
Nowadays, you have to provide.
So
And if
Zach, you made me lose my thought.
Nah, but that's a fact. Like, I'm not saying that women don't exist that are not down to build with you, but it's
for
rare.
A reason.
That's like, no, okay. I don't, y'all probably don't know these two actors, but what's her name? KJ and Sky, right? These two actors on BET, and he spoke about the fact that they got together. She made so much more money than him. Like his bank account was like dirt compared to hers, and he said that like that's not ideal for him, clearly, because he's a man. Like he feels like he needs to be like kind of up there, if not making more than her. But he had to sit there and like understand that, listen, if we're gonna be together, then I have to be able to be vulnerable and let you know like where I'm at in terms of my finances. And they're married. And she helped him get to where he needs to be at. Like, it's just like, y'all think that
that's very rare.
We help.
It is very rare, but like I'm saying, it's
but
like,
we're here
it's
to
not
help.
like I said, it's not. You guys think that that's just
We're
like,
here to help.
oh, it would never happen. If you just have to, in my opinion, like, if that's what y'all choose to do, like if y'all really feel like, no, I'm not thinking about no type of relationships or whatever until I have my shit together, then that's fine.
I think most men would be open to it. They just don't find the prospects that are open to that
feel like
as well.
You're going after the wrong people. That's
Then you're going after the wrong people.
Yeah,
because
I've had somebody tell me like,
are.
"Oh, I'm not looking for anything because I gotta have my shit together." And I'm just like,
you're too worried about what these women think about you. Like instead of finding someone who likes you for you, you're worried about the woman who, I need to be able to take care of you because I know that you care about money. No, instead of them liking you,
how many times,
as a person and wanting to be with you.
How many times have y'all gone on a date with somebody, like just like now, like currently dating people? How many times have y'all gone on a date and even talked about y'all finances, about how much y'all make? People don't talk.
You don't talk about it, but you just you don't want to be in a position where you can't do what you know would make them happy.
Like,
so say if you go on a date with a girl, but she got this bag, that bag, she makes this amount, like not even makes this amount, but she's this at her job. Would you just be like? Would you just feel like, all right, nah, I'm not good enough automatically? Or would you give her a chance?
Good enough? I wouldn't say, I would never feel like that about myself. Like, oh, I'm not good enough. But I might feel like this pursuit is not worth it because I know I'm not gonna, even if I could, I'm not gonna maintain that lifestyle that she seems to desire.
What if she wasn't asking you to?
Yeah, well, she already has it because she gave it to herself.
It's really an ego thing.
It's
an ego thing.
I don't think it's
Y'all think that these women are just out here like so willing to just build with anybody.
That's
Bro,
what
I know
I'm trying to say. There are women like that, but there are regular women too. Like there's good and bad. Y'all need some discernment on trying to get through the bad to get to the good.
I'm not gonna lie. I say this all the time. You know, like we don't. I don't want to say we don't ask for much, which we really have low standards. But it's like
we ask for
your motherfucking eyebrow one more time.
We ask for the basic shit. We ask for loyalty. We ask for communication.
Yes,
we ask communication.
For because anything that I desire, I could do for myself, or anything that I found out I like, I've done with my friends or I've done with family members before. So it's just like,
and I feel
you're not giving me anything that I can't give myself. So
y'all
all I do is ask for loyalty, respect.
Y'all make it so icky for like me to even want to like accept something from somebody. Like, no, literally, if somebody bought me something, I would literally be like, why did you do that? Like, for what? Like, oh no, like how much was that? Okay, no, take it back. Because like,
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Because like, it's always something with y'all. I don't need gifts. And y'all gonna complain about it anyways.
I have experienced guys that throw everything they've done for me in my face. Don't do nothing for me then. Like, they'll throw little stuff. Like, to me, I feel like if you throw something in my face, like if you feel like, oh my God, because I did this, you deserve this, or I deserve this, like, you're dating me and you like me, so you're supposed to do certain things.
There's
like,
no
if you're
way in
in
hell that you would tell me that a female is gonna go for the guy who makes mad bread but treats her like shit against the guy who treats her like everything but doesn't make as much as the other guy.
Yeah,
there's no way that works.
But like I said,
we don't think like
I'm not asking you for anything that I can't give myself. So that's one. So which mean, or I can't give you. So it's like, oh, I want fine dining, blah, blah. I go fine dining with my friends. I go fine dining with family. Like, It's okay.
But you're not gonna go fine dining with your friends and go fine dining with family and have all this expensive shit and then date this dude who just can't.
But I pay for it, so it's like if I pay for it, then it's like
how long are you gonna pay for it?
How long you're gonna do that?
It's not gonna
like
last.
I said,
it's like I said, it goes so corny. You could be at this point right now, but if you're
you feeling like you can't live up to the standard, that's an ego thing.
Yeah.
Y'all,
it's not a. It's a.
Yes, it is.
It's a.
Because
a reality.
It said, I don't care. Like regardless, I still like you. I still want to be with you.
So
you
if
still
you
like,
if you make 30K,
like I'm good,
and your partner was like, "Oh, how much do you make?" and she's okay with it, but I'm aspiring. I want to make 6 figures, and you're working to work 6 figures. She's really. I just want to know you're working towards it. Like, what do you? And I'm gonna help you out. I'm not gonna expect you to have it all together within. Like,
y'all don't be on Twitter. Y'all don't see none of this shit.
Get off of social media, Zach.
Bro, that split the bill conversation. These women are
Y'all,
You tell her what, and it's not even
listen.
out. It's not even like you asking them to split the like rent forever. It's just like, yo, this month I ain't got it.
Y'all are not looking or attracting the right women. Y'all are not looking or attracting the white woman. And I can say that some men out here, they use men use money against women. I was watching a video the other day on YouTube, and this guy said that he took a female out on a date, and he was just like, oh yeah, she had the audacity to order lobster. So right there, when she was telling the waiter that she wanted lobster, he said to her like, oh, if you order lobster, we're fucking tonight. Oh. And then she switched up her order and was just like, oh, okay. And she ordered something else. Like,
that's disgusting.
Why? That's terrible.
Why
did
it have to be
like,
dude?
I'm not trying to say that date is over, actually.
Why would you even bring her to a spot that got lobster?
Men can use money against women just as women can use money against men. Like, oh, I only date men who make a certain amount, or, oh, you're not getting this much out of me unless you giving it up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Quinn, you had that, remember?
Oh yeah, my $250 date.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Facts. But that was like
I should have got some pussy that night.
That's and that was the problem. That I did not say that. I said
you said I deserved.
I said I deserved. I that's not said I didn't. I wasn't expecting.
But why did you feel like you deserved that just because you spent $250?
Because like I said, like I was giving you everything you wanted. I did everything you wanted. I picked you up. I gave you a good spot.
Ain't you say Shorty fell asleep on the ride home or some shit?
Right.
Like Shorty
fell asleep on the ride.
You were interested in her?
Was I interested in her? Yeah, I was curious to see.
So that's what you do when you're interested in someone. You court them.
But don't like.
But no, remember, she wasn't new. She was just an old thing that he was. I don't know.
It was. I mean, it was.
That's on you if you decided.
All right, we're not going back.
It ended before. What you think was gonna be different?
Yeah, the same way you said you saw that video. I seen a video of they was asking women like what should their husband make, and the numbers was just like, wow. I don't think you know about careers and what people get paid. What you talking about? Your man should make $2 million. Like that's like.
I feel like that also goes with surrounding yourself of like what you want to be around and everything like that. Like this past month, I got into like networking and going to like events like where I meet different people that's in different like jobs and positions in their life, and it was nice.
Yeah.
That network. Highly recommend y'all networking events. 10 out of 10. You'll find your husband.
You ain't find yours.
We don't.
Oh wait. Oops, sorry. Take that back.
That's what they.
Anyways, yeah, it's just a lot.
I'll delete my gram.
Please do
for sure.
Please
or deactivate it for a little bit.
That's what I'll be doing.
I know someone that said they do.
No, I think you need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
6 months and 6 months. They'll do 6 months on, 6 months off. 6 months on.
You have too much. Delete the album.
Now would be the time to do the 6 months off, so this way by the summertime next year you could be back on.
Right, pop out. Shit.
Ain't nobody.
If I go 6 months, I probably would never come back. I usually do it like a month and come back.
Hello. I haven't had some social media in years.
I wanted to say one more thing though.
No, yeah, go
because we were talking about like, if this guy got the car and this, whatever. And it's not. I'm not just talking to women, like people in general. I feel like it's not smart to date based on what people have or don't have. Wow. It's smarter to date based on like how that person is or just other shit, because what we have or don't have changes.
You can
all
lose
the
all that
fucking
shit.
time.
So why y'all can't see that then?
If a dude checks all your boxes but he don't have a car, so you pass on him, what happens in 3 months when he has a car?
Exactly.
Is he supposed to take you back or like? It's the same thing for men too. Men could do that shit with women all the time. Like, you don't date shorty because she doesn't have this. What happens?
People with cars, without cars, take public transportation because if I want you, I want you.
That's what I'm saying. Like based on what people have is a crazy way to go about dating.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what it really comes down to. Like you said, like focus more on how the person treats you, how the person makes you feel. Like,
because then you're not really trying to like date for the right reasons. You just trying to see what you could get from that person. Like, oh, this person doesn't have.
Meet me and
can he drive me
y'all also
here?
need to think about too, because y'all sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm not focused on no shorty until I get my money up or I get to where I gotta be at." You're gonna miss out on a good person.
Women set the playing field.
Yeah,
right. Like when you got your money, you have it all up. That's when you're gonna get the gold diggers or the people that only want your money.
How do you know it's genuine?
Start from the bottom.
Exactly. Think about the person who's been there
the whole time.
Y'all preaching what we would want. It just doesn't happen.
No, but there are girls out there. We're letting
y'all need to fix y'all mindset. Period. And get off of social media.
That part.
Fix your mindset.
Not that part.
Got two things.
No, y'all need to fix your mindset as far as like stop thinking of women in that way.
Stop thinking of yourself in that way.
Tell women stop portraying themselves in that way.
Get off of social media.
I was about to say, if you on the gram,
like, you know how they say
the gram is cap.
Like, you manifest stuff and stuff like that. Like, if you keep thinking like that, that's exactly what you're gonna get.
She was saying that when y'all went to the bathroom about me, and I'll take that tonight.
Social media is cap, bro. Like,
I mean, if you think like if you go into someone talking to someone like knowing, oh, it ain't gonna work out, it's not gonna work out because you already said it's not gonna work out. That's it. Like, you know,
I feel you. I mean,
there are some real genuine men and women out here, guys.
There are.
Pray for discernment.
Word. Somebody changed my mind. Somebody changed my fucking
who you gotta
mind,
be
please.
with. My man out there around you.
My man out there and husband, like, just come get me, please.
The streets is not it. It's not it.
It's not. It's cold outside.
Yeah, it's very
and
cold.
next month is December, and I'm trying to have matching pajamas. So it'll be nice if you get me within the next couple of weeks. But if not, it's okay. If that's what God doesn't have for me, He doesn't have for me.
Oh, look! You still got them bags? The Telfar bag?
I do. It's under my bed somewhere.
So catch the dust.
Bag.
Ain't nobody getting that shit this year.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Just before you joined the pod.
Oh, Zach, I think you should just gift it to the three lovely ladies.
To y'all?
On the pod
it's only two of them.
Oh, damn. Well, I can't with the idea, so I
bitch.
Right. It was a good episode.
That was just
No, I brought up the idea, so I get one off the rip. It's on y'all too.
One in one each household.
Oh man.
No, that's exactly what
Zach, I mean, Quinn, wrap it up.
Is it small or big?
Damn, see, it's the whip. See,
big. It didn't matter. When he wasn't with a Telfar bag,
if it's a big bag,
it don't even matter.
No, if it's a big bag, I would say give it to Bree because I don't want to waste, your gift.
Because she don't want to waste the gift. You heard that, Zach? Right. She don't want to waste it.
I wear mini bags, though. Y'all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Good episode, guys. Great episode. I'm actually gonna end it off. I'm gonna end it off with this.
I love y'all.
Nah, facts.
Me too.
This is awesome. This also like proves the point of it takes up to a year to know somebody. By the way,
he been dying to say that he proved his point.
We're gonna talk about that next episode. You heard?
You know what, Quinn? I'm gonna say that you're wrong. I'm gonna say that it takes longer because as you go through life, you're gonna change. So you're always gonna need to relearn and know your person. So no, it doesn't take a year. It takes way longer than that. And if you choose to be with somebody for the rest of your life and get married, be ready to learn them every year because it's gonna be something new.
Bree said y'all don't even gotta be a girlfriend after dating for 2-3 years. Just stick it out.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that because I definitely said marriage.
Ride that.
Marriage. I said the rest of your life in marriage.
Okay?
Eventually, he gonna come around after the first date.
Period.
Right.
All right. Now we're gonna end it off. Appreciate you guys, man. This was a really awesome episode. Want to end it off with the word of the day?
Oh, I'll give him a little word. I'll give him two because I forgot one on the first episode. My fault. Today's is never attribute to malice what you could attribute to incompetence.
Oh,
that's deep. And the first episode is never judge the table manners of a starving person.
Yep.
And y'all could take that and
Amen.
go
run with that
with
shit and just keep rewind it a few times if that shit went over your head.
Remember my little quote.
Say that shit again. Okay, run it back. No, say it again.
You definitely had
no, because it wasn't a
you
quote,
had
though,
me
but it was
shook.
just
Say it
like,
again.
Yeah, like you ask God for something, and like he was basically saying a woman will ask a God for $1 million man, and God will send you $1 million man in his $1,000 days.
Period.
Hello.
Fucking remember
It's
that.
it's on you to realize that though.
Fuck that bum, you heard?
Let that sizzle in your spirit. Fact. Give that bum a chance.
Ponder that.
Feel me? You making 30K? Go for that 60K, girl, man. You can. Feel me?
You make it 60.
See, she's open to
Double
that.
it.
Open
You don't
to
have
that.
to double it.
So they say. Okay. We got it, yo. We appreciate you guys, man. Always. I'm gonna send it off with this. Remember, always keep laughing, keep moving, keep growing, and keep cool. You heard? Peace. Holla at y'all.